Hey YouTube family. So I've been getting a lot of questions on how do you reuse or repurpose your crochet hair, and today I'm going to show you how I reuse and repurpose my crochet hair. And today I'm going to be using some Expressions twist hair, and I'm going to show you how I reuse it and rewash it, because this hair costs me $5.99 per pack, and altogether I have a total of 8 packs. So you do the math. So this is the hair right here, and what you do is you turn on your faucet and make sure it's hot water, and you run the hot water. You get your stopper and you plug it into the sink. And then you let that hot water run. So see, that's hot water. Let that hot water run. Then you take any dish detergent of your any dish detergent you choose, and you run that. I'm going to be using some Palmolive, and it says Power Degreaser. And you just put a couple of drops in the water and a little under the water. And depending on how dirty your hair is will determine how much dish detergent that you need. So this hair, my daughter has wore this hair, and I want to say the last time she wore this hair was probably about 6 months ago, and she had it in her hair for 3 months. So it's pretty dirty. So I'm going to add just a little more dish detergent, only because the hair is a bit dirty and it's been sitting 6 months. And I was thinking of, throwing this hair out, but I said, a lot of my friends ask me, how do I reuse the hair? So I'm going to do this video. So make sure the water is hot, and you start putting in your pieces of hair into the water. And we have black hair, burgundy hair, and just put it in the water. And when you put in the hair in the water, you want to make sure all the hair is completely submerged in the water. So I'm going to show you a piece that's dirty. So for example, if you look at this piece here, you see it's like some built up stuff in the hair right there. And again, my daughter had these in her hair for 3 months, and I've taken these out 6 months ago. And see, all that built up is there. So you just toss that in the water. And again, I believe these are 8, this is 8 packs of hair. And you completely submerge this into the water. And some people say, oh, I would not repurpose the hair, I would not reuse the hair. But like I said, if you look at the actual hair itself, the hair is still in good condition. As you can see, it's straight. The hair is still in good, perfect condition. So again, I'm using hot water. And again, you don't need to fill your sink up too much. You don't need to fill up your sink too much. Just enough so that the hair is submerged in the water. Now, if you have less packs of hair, then you can use less water. But see, this is enough. So you just put your hair in the water, submerge it underneath of the water, and you just let that sit. And then once you let that sit, I want to say you want to make sure that when you go back to check the hair, all the buildup that I showed you that was on the hair is completely gone. So as you can see in the water, once I move the soap pile, the water is already getting like a little dark in color, a little. So you want to completely submerge this hair in water. And it's okay. Let that hair sit in that water, I would say at least 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm going to let this hair sit in 15 to 20 minutes, and I'll be right back. So I'm back. I've left the hair set out, and I said I was going to do 15 minutes, but because it was really dirty, I decided to do 30 minutes. And as you can see, look at that water. It's dirty. Very dirty. So I've let the hair sit in the water for 30 minutes. And again, as you can see, the water's very dirty. That's all that built up grease, all that built up gel, edge control, all that. And as you can see, there's still some suds in the water. But this hair has sat for 30 minutes. And let's see if we can pull out one of the hairs to see if there's any buildup. Okay, so now you see that buildup that was in that hair is completely gone. There's no buildup, none of that nasty grime, any of that was in the hair. So again, if you have hair that had that buildup in it, you want to let the hair sit. Again, you add as dirty as the hair is, or as much buildup is in it, that's how much soap you add. And you can add all different types of soaps for different smells, and if you want your hair to smell a certain type of way, that's totally up to you. But my concern was getting the hair clean, not about the smell. So again, all that built up grime and everything that was in that hair is completely gone. And if you look, the hair is not frizzy at all. So I'm going to drain this water out. And again, look how filthy that water is. I'm going to drain this water out of the sink. And as the water's draining, I'm going to move the hair over because I'm not working with a dual sink. So I'm going to move the hair over, and look at that. So now that all the hair has exited, all the water has exited out of the sink, what I'm going to do is turn my stopper like so, and I'm going to run some cold water on the hair to kind of shock it, to get the rest of all of that grime and everything out of the hair. So again, I've let the hair soak in very hot water for 30 minutes using some Palmolive Power Degreaser. And now I'm using cold water on the hair to get all of that out. Just getting all this out. Again, I don't need the hair to have any funny smells or perfume smells. My goal is to get all of the dirt and the grime out of the hair. So again, we're getting all the dirt out of the hair. And again, as you look close at one of the braids, all that grime is not there. All that buildup we had earlier in the hair, completely gone. So again, you know, if you bought a lot of hair and you figuring, you know, hey, I spent a lot of money on this hair, I want to get my money's worth. There's nothing wrong with reusing, repurposing, recycling your crochet hair. So now we're washing it to get any excess dirt out of the hair. And as you see that water goes through, you want to make sure that water runs off of that hair clear. Now see, if you look in the bottom of that, that's clear water. If your water comes out and it's still dark and dirty, you might want to wash that hair again. But if you look and that water built up there is clear, that's how you want your hair to be. So I'm going to take this hair and I'm going to dry it off. And I'm going to show you how I dry this hair. So I'm going to dry this hair off. I'll be right back. Alright, and as you can see, my daughter has put the hair on this towel here. And we've just taken it straight out of the sink. And we've placed it in a ball to your right. And we lay it on this towel with the hook ends towards the top. That way when it's time to install, it's easier to grab. And we lay it here. And we'll let this dry at least for 24 hours. You want it to be completely dry so that it's not, it doesn't have that mildew smell. And we all know that mildew smell comes from dampness. So we let it completely dry so it doesn't have that mildew smell. And also, this is the time where if you want to let it sit, you can start braiding the hair. But again, we will be letting this sit on this towel for 24 hours once it's completely dry. Alright, thanks YouTube. Thanks for tuning into my channel. Talk to you soon. Bye.